Hi everyone, welcome back, and I'm now going to teach you how to create your own Google form. I'm in my Google Drive. I'm just going to click New on the left side. I'm going to scroll down to More and then Google Forms. And this is what it looks like. I can change the color later, but right now I'm going to just work on the words. I'm going to title this. I'm going to call it Opinion Writing. And if I click up here on the title, it automatically changes the name for me. So now that I'll be able to find it in my Google Drive later. I can also type in a form description if I would like to, but since this is really just for myself, I don't think I need to add it today. And now I'm going to start adding my questions. All I did was click on Untitled Question, it was highlighted for me. Because I'm inputting separate student data, I'm going to be adding a student name. And after I type student name, it automatically gives me the choice of having a short answer. And I do want this choice so that I have a small space where I can type in a name, but I don't need to have multiple choices or a long paragraph. So I'm happy with that. I'm now going to go to the right side. I'm going to add another question. So this plus is where I can add more. I need to remember when the students were writing the sample I'm looking at. And instead of a short answer this time, I'm going to give myself multiple choices. So I'm going to click on multiple choice, and now I'm going to just click on option 1, which highlights itself. I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to type in pre-assessment, and I'm going to click on add an option. It's automatically highlighted. I'm going to delete that again, and I'm going to type post-assessment, and that's all I need. I don't need anything else. So I'm happy with that. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit. I'm going to go over to this plus again, click on the plus. And now this next part is where I'm going to create my grid. I don't have a question for this part because this is where I'm going to be creating many choices for my grading and the skills and strategies I'm looking at. So I'm going to choose the multiple choice grid. I'm going to leave this question part blank because I don't need it. Now my rows, that's going to be where I'm typing all of the skills and strategies that I'm grading, and the columns are going to be how I'm grading them. So this is the developing nearly proficient section. So for opinion writing, one of the things that I will be looking for is to see if students have a clear introduction. In second grade, that means, are they making their opinion really clear? I'm also going to be looking to see if they have at least 3 strong reasons. Another thing I'll be looking for is, do they have a clear conclusion where they are restating their opinion? I will also be adding sections of grading for spelling. Is their language correct? For example, like language would be, do the nouns and verbs match? Are the verb tenses all of the same? So you can take some time with the rows to really pull out what you're looking for in their writing or their math or whatever you're looking for. The column section, this is where I'm going to be grading on if they're developing. Clicking on this one. Nearly proficient, proficient, or exceeding. I'm happy with this grid for right now. So the last thing I need is I also want to add a section about notes. So I'm going to click on this plus again. I'm going to type notes. And again, it automatically changes my options to make it a paragraph form. And I do want a paragraph this time in case I have a lot to say about what I'm looking at. So I'm going to keep the notes there. Now, once you're happy with your form, you're going to send it to yourself. You can also preview it if you'd like to do that. So let's preview it and just see what it will look like. Opinion writing, student name. I like having my choices. I like having my multiple choice grid. I like my paragraphs for notes, my submit. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to go back to editing, and now I'm going to send it to myself. So if I click on send, I'm going to just type in my email address. I'm going to send it to myself. And then from my email, when I open up the link, it will give me the form that I can fill out, which will directly input the data. Once you get that choice, I'm going to go back to my narrative rubric. This is the one that I'd actually been filling out this year. Once you start to input all of your student data, you will have a choice of looking at individual responses and also have a choice of putting it into a spreadsheet for you. And I've chosen to do the spreadsheet, and this is what it looks like. I have the student names because that's what I asked for it. If I open this up, it also shows when I was looking at the assessment. So these are all from post-assessments this year. And then you're starting to see the different questions I had. Wrote about one time she did something, a good beginning with an action, talk, or feeling, transitions. So I can quickly look at all of this information for each individual student. And then I can also look at it as a class. How many kids are proficient? How many kids are nearly proficient? How many kids are developing? So it helps me get a quick class glance as well as a quick individual glance. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.